Greetings, Americans. Hi. Okay, so what I want to focus on right now is a few things. I have to stay focused because there's a few things that I want to get out today. But what this video about today about oh God, this video today is about why I believe that we are the so-called Black Americans are highly favored by the Most High. I call us the gods, to be honest, because if you notice, everyone follows us. And I love the fact that so many of us don't have amnesia. They do. I don't even think they realize that they follow us in everything we do and wear and say. But I wanted to congratulate the Melanites of America, the Aborigines of America, American Indians of America. I'm talking about the Melanites, the copper colored, not the Native Americans. Everyone's a Native American. That just means you're born in America. So everyone's a Native American. Okay, there's nothing real special about that. But the Aborigines are the copper colored races that were found here before and always. This is the land of the copper colored people. If you read the books, you will find that that is the truth and that is the cover up. So I wanted to congratulate, in particular, I wanted to congratulate the North American Melanite woman. Big up to everyone, but I want to big up the sisters because something was said that we can attribute to us. I call this the last stronghold for the Aborigines, period. Right? That's why we're under so much attack. This is the last frontier, the stronghold. Now, I was watching something, and the two talking heads, senators or whatever they were having a conversation, and the reporter said, or whoever the interviewer said to the senators or whoever they were in the political spectrum, they said, we're really surprised that, the African Americans, I hate that term, but we'll just use it. It's a misnomer if you don't know that. But the African Americans have not assimilated with our culture. After 400 years, they really haven't assimilated with our culture. And what that means, family, is that this is the last stronghold. If you look all over the Americas, what did they do? They raped us and they killed us out, right? They raped, pillaged, burned, and killed us out, right? And gentrified. This is the last stronghold. Why do you think there's so many of us in jail? This is the dynamic epic center of the Aborigines. This is where we resonate. This is where our vibrations hail from and come from. This is where you feel the energy from. We are the ones they love to hate. And also love so much that they can't keep us out of our mouths. Keep our names out of their mouths. Because we are the parents. And I think they know it. So I wanted to say, without us having a stronghold, there's no way we would still be here. Thank you, sisters, for not laying with the pilgrims willingly, in epic proportions, or, in astounding proportions, or, very marginal, the amount of us that to this day will lay with them. Thank you for that. Because had you been doing more laying with others other than the American Melanites, we would not be here today. We just wouldn't be here. If you look all over the world, they did that all over the world. This was a brown, this entire nation, this whole world was this. There was many nations here, but this entire world was full of Melanites, dark-skinned people. What do you think had to take place to rid these areas, countries, towns, continents, countries of the Melanites? Look into that. Look into what they did in Ireland. Okay, look up St. Paddy's Day. Find out what you're really celebrating. Running around in green, looking silly. Find out what they did to rid nations and lands of us. Right? That's why when you go to pretty much everywhere, anywhere, pretty much, you go in the mountains and those hills, you go off the flatlands and up in the mountains, them people gonna look like us. Them people gonna look like Aborigines and Aboriginals from Australia and all over the Americas. That's what you're going to find. They ran them people up into the hills and trees if they did not kill them. And you saw what they tried to do here with us, right? But we have been the resistance. We have been so strong. And now, after the crack and the AIDS and the gangs and the nonsense of the inner cities and the drugs and everything they put on us, that these generations have rose above, all they've done now is strengthen the gods. So the ones you see now, oh, please believe, we are this is the cream of the crop right here. And I thank you, sisters, for not assimilating. I thank you for not laying with these pilgrims and the Mongoloid Native Americans. We didn't do that in on a wide scale. It was never on a wide scale. We've always wanted our men. We've always wanted that original man, our man. And I'm just so happy I never wavered from that, because it's symbolic to our struggle here in our land that has been taken away from us in every way possible. We have been disenfranchised in our own house. So thank you so much for allowing us to maintain our physical identity. We look the same still. That's why I know who I'm looking at when I see the Aboriginal images and the American Indian images. I know exactly who I'm looking at. I'm looking at all my family. I have people in my family that look just like all those people. So anyway, I just want us to have a lot of gratitude and a sense of pride for those before us that allowed us to be here now. Because, I mean, we could just all look like Mongoloids. That was probably the plan. Or white. So we're still here. We're here long enough to wake up and even understand our identities and get our papers and our status and all these things. I know that we're highly favored because we're up against a very, very terrible, terrible invader. I call them the invader race. We're up against the invader race, and all they want to do is kill. And yeah, we're still here, and we're still looking good. We're still dancing. We're still having a good time. We're still doing the good life, keeping our heads on straight, keeping our minds and souls intact. So we are the gods.